Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. The first episode of HBO's Watchmen is live. Let's talk about that. Hello, everyone out there in the internet world. Thank you for tuning in to Nerd News. That's right, it is news pretty much that is filled with nerds, or just one nerd. It's me. Clearly, I'm the only one here. And if this is your first time here, please take off your shoes, take off your cape, hanging on the little cape door hook thing, and just relax, man. Let's chat. Like I mentioned in the opening, HBO has a new TV series that is out, and it is the acclaimed graphic novel Watchmen. So if you are unfamiliar with Watchmen, well, don't worry. We're going to Tarantino this, and we're going to just start at the very, very beginning. So Watchmen is a legendary comic book novel. It's a British American novel by the most creative, and I believe he's a human vampire, Alan Moore. And I've mentioned this in one of my previous videos that he is a vampire. I mean, yet again, look at the man. I love to suck your blood. Now, this acclaimed book has been read by countless of comic book fans, and also I believe the New York Times bestsellers ranked it as one of the top 10 graphic novels / books that you need to read in your lifetime. And the book was so successful that writer, director, brilliant cinematographer Zack Snyder decided, I'm going to make a movie about it. And he sure did, and it was a fantastic movie. I loved it. Those of you that didn't like it, that's okay. You're wrong. Since the movie has been out, there has been prequel comic books that have led up to the movie so that we know where these characters came from and just the origin of what built the Watchmen movie and or comic that we love and know today. And now we're here in today's timeline, where HBO has decided to make a TV series that pretty much follows exactly the events after the movie. So this show pretty much, without even getting into the story, you get the sense, like, instantaneously that everyone protects themselves. They only care about themselves. Now, there's only been one episode, so a lot of the stuff that I'm going to say is about the show, but also speculation of what I think might happen and what they're leading up to. So the show really does set the tone for, like, the birth of either a hero or a villain. And I don't want to give too much away because I want you to watch the show. But it starts back in the day with this fictional war in this town, and it kind of, gives you an origin of two specific people. Now, one thing right off the bat about this show, as soon as you get to the timeline of, now, this is today, everyone is out for themselves. They're protecting themselves. Even the police officers are guarded and protected even more than you would think. Police officers wear masks to hide their identity. That way they can't be traced and, they can't be followed. But every officer, every specific rank has a different mask for a specific reason. And it's pretty cool that the way that they did that. And it's funny because when you kind of see their double lives, like during the day, they're very, good morning, Tom. Your hedges look very nice. I love what you did with your shingles. And then when they're in a police officer, they have this half mask and they're like, license and registration. It almost reminds me of True Lies. You know what I'm saying? Harry, did you kill those people? Yeah, but they're all bad. But like with every new series, we get introduced to new characters, and the first character that we get introduced to is the legendary man himself, Don Johnson's character. So Don Johnson, his character, Jude Crawford, is the police chief. He calls the shots, he's the head honcho, and he's an all-around badass. You see him with his wife, he loves his wife, he's a very devoted husband. He also has a drug habit. He goes skiing, if you will, snowboarding, if you will. He does cocaine. But you can tell that he is like, this is my town. Nothing happens on my watch type of guy. And then another main character that we get introduced to is actress Regina King. Now, she also plays a character who has double lives, but her character is so amazing. Now, her character has two names, if you will. Her actual name is Angela in the show, but, when she, I guess you say, puts on her costume, she is Sister Night. Her costume is really, really neat. She has this big hood. From here, it's completely black and you cannot see her face, just her eyes. Her costume, like I said, is fantastic. And she's pretty much like a female Batman. She will beat you to a living pulp, but she will kill you. There's no mistake about it. She will kill you. In the show, she is a baker. She has a bakery that's opening soon that no one knows that in the basement, it's like her Batcave. Now, they allude to a lot of things from the comics and the movie. You see Dr. Manhattan at one point on TV kind of like doing things on Mars. You see little kind of Easter eggs all around that kind of hint at the movie and the comic book. And one specifically is one of the best characters ever in the show and in the movie, Rorschach. Now, Rorschach, obviously, we know if you saw the movie, he is dead. But a lot of people that saw Rorschach during the events of what happened in the Watchmen movie kind of took up his mantle, and they decided to make their own, I guess you would say, organization to fight crime in their own way, but with a twist. So they call themselves the 7th Cavalry. Now, the 7th Cavalry is pretty much a white supremacy group. They wear the Rorschach masks, and they're pretty much the same thing. They want to rid the world of scum and crime and blah, 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 but in a really bad way, because, you know, they're white supremacists. Now, in the show, crime is pretty bad, like normal. It's like Gotham City, but they thought that the 7th Cavalry has been gone for many, many years, and then all of a sudden, a murder happened by someone with a Rorschach mask, and they sent the police a message saying, oh no, we haven't left. We've been dormant. Now we're back. Get ready. And that's what the first episode pretty much is about. You just get introduced to these characters, who they are, how the police officers, how the police force operates, and kind of building a slow, steady kind of world within this very first episode. And this whole show so far is very eclectic, very unique, very original. I mean, it's within the Watchmen world, so it's a whole other thing. It's kind of like when you got transported into Sin City. Sin City is like if Gotham and Detroit had a baby. It's kind of like that. But Watchmen is one of my all-time favorite comic books next to The Crow. The movie was fantastic, and I'm really excited to see where this is going to go. Now, I know they've hinted that some of the characters that were in the comic and possibly the movie may have a cameo. Who knows? But I'm excited to see where they go from here and to see Sister Knight just kick major... I don't cuss on my channel, but major butt. Major booty. Well, I did say badass earlier. Okay, kick major ass. And Watchmen, guys, it's going on HBO every Sunday. There'll be a new episode, so look out for it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Did you like the show? Did you think it was very weird? And just let me know what you think. And if this is your first time here, please hit the like, the subscribe, the notification bell to be notified of all future episodes. And you know my social media handles. Check it out. I have awesome content on there. I would greatly appreciate it if you followed me there as well. And until next time, guys, just ask yourself, who watches the Watchmen? Like, really, who watches them? Like their parents?